Hey guys, welcome back to another lesson. This time, animation at home. Ooh, stop motion. What is animation? What is animation? If you've heard one of my previous lessons on animation, you probably would know. It is a sequence of images created through art that give the illusion of motion. It's not just something moving, it's something looking like it's moving, even though it's not. Some of the first types of animation ever made were the phenakistoscope, this circle on the left, and the zoetrope. They were some of the very first, most basic kinds of animation ever made. Same with flip books. Flip books, they also have just a series of images. Like phenakistoscope and zoetrope, they're not actually moving. You see, they're just it's a spinning wheel. And same with the flip book. It's just a stationary picture, and if you flip through the pages real quick, each little picture is slightly different, and it looks like it's moving. It gives the illusion that it's moving. But what is stop motion? It's an interesting one for sure. It's an animation technique, of course, where objects are slightly moved between individually photographed frames. So it's like other animations, but instead of being drawn, it's simply objects that are moved just a tiny bit each frame. If you don't know what a frame is, we'll go over that in a second. Like hand-drawn animation, it gives the illusion of motion. For example, Wallace and Gromit here. But why is it called stop motion? That's the question. Why is that stop motion? Well, very old silent movies and really, really old movies, the first one back in 1895, I think, used a trick of stopping the camera to basically change something and make it look like something suddenly appeared. It was one of the first kinds of special effects. And it was starting to be used right before stop motion was invented, because this was kind of the precursor. So it was the stop trick, and that turned into stop motion. Let's talk about animation vocabulary. Now, I know you guys know what a frames per second, and onion skin are. It's just one picture, how fast it's played, the animation, of course, and the shadow of your last frame, right? Let's talk about some new animation vocabulary, like claymation. Claymation is just a type of stop motion that uses just clay figures to move around, and that's the type of stop motion it is. It's just a form of stop motion, claymation. And here's one of the claymations that I grew up on, right here. Let's talk more about more animation vocabulary here. Pixelation is another type of stop motion. It's a type where live actors are used. So, like these guys here did some great ones. So instead of using puppets or clay or anything, they use live people, and they just position themselves slightly differently, so it looks like they can do some pretty unreal things, like using a person as a skateboard. Stop motion history. Let's talk about stop motion from a long time ago. The first ever stop motion movies was one of the first ever was Bob's Electrical Theater by Segundo Chomon, and that was made all the way back in 1906, that's almost 120 years ago now. And this movie was really good for its time. It looks like it could have been made just maybe even recently, actually. The detail on the sets and all the pieces and the way he made it work as a story with the kids basically kind of being bored and then getting out their play set and then having these dolls just really well animated, look like they're playing or fighting or whatnot. It's really good animation for 120 years ago. But over the course of the next almost 100 years of filming, stop motion and other techniques kind of like stop motion really dominated in movies and in special effects in movies too. Like, for example, one of the oldest, most famous ones, The Lost World, the original Lost World. They animated the dinosaurs with stop motion. And of course, the original King Kong was stop motion. Jason and the Argonauts, that had some really great stop motion with the Hydra and skeleton armies that looked like they were coming alive, mixed with live action. It was very well done. Finally, we come to kind of more modern-ish times. Jurassic Park was made in 1993, and originally, actually, Jurassic Park was going to use stop motion for its special effects for the dinosaurs. And there's lots of test footage, as you can see, that still exists of them trying to make these dinosaurs in stop motion. But the director, Mr. Steven Spielberg, he actually decided, I don't really like the way it looks, actually. And instead, he used a combination of robotics and computer-generated graphics, CGI, as a way to animate the dinosaurs in the film. And after that, really, that was kind of marking almost like the end of stop motion as special effects used in movies, big main movies at least. So computer graphics kind of really took on the place of stop motion after that. But there's still stop motion used in modern movies. It's not like it's just dead. There's lots of stop motion in modern movies. For example, Nightmare Before Christmas was almost all stop motion techniques. Coraline as well. Those are kind of older, newer movies, but we've got movies made just last year, like Farmageddon with the Wallace and Gromit people, and Rilakuma from Japan. They use stop motion techniques, and they were made just a year ago. So stop motion is still very cool and used today. Finally, what are we going to be doing today? Ooh, maybe you guessed. We're going to be making stop motion movies, if you can handle it. We'll try to, and I want you to try to make at least 20 frames. You can make way more. You could make a whole movie. You could make 1,000 frames if you really got into it. We have so much time at home, right? And then try to post your video on Seesaw or wherever we're posting it. Next, to get started, watch my next little piece, my tutorial on how to get started. All right, here we go. All right, guys, here's your instructions for making your movie. We're on the assignment page, and we're watching the movie currently, obviously. And number 2, after the video, click the Install the Stop Motion Animator Chrome extension right here. So we're going to click that. Now, you need to click Add to Chrome. Now, this only works if you're using the Chrome browser, and of course, if you're on a Chromebook, because that's using the Chrome browser. Add Stop Motion Animator. So now we want to click Add App on this pop-up. And we added it, okay? And it might look a little different for you. It might just go straight back to here. And then you just click Launch App. And I need to go get like a toy or something that I want to animate now, okay? Oh, here's Godzilla again, okay. So, to make a frame And to start your animation, you're going to need to go and click on capture. Once you position your toy and your screen, however you want to make the video, make sure you can see your whole stage you want. And okay, I think I'm going to have Godzilla come in off the side of the screen here. Every time I take a video, I'm going to make sure my body is outside of the picture, so it just looks like my toy is moving around. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to push capture, click, and you'll notice now there's like a ghost image. And if I move Godzilla, that ghost image is there. What was that called again? Oh yeah. Do you remember? Onion skin. Here's the onion skin of my Godzilla. And I move him just a little bit. You want to move just a little bit. Okay? And then your animation will look really smooth. And I'm going to push capture again. Boop. And I'm going to move him again. Capture. And you're going to keep moving him just a little bit at each time and keep pushing capture. And then you'll get a cool movie at the end. Now I could have like another toy come in off the other side or something. And it'll really look like they're coming to life. So I'm going to move just a tiny bit. See how I'm just moving just a teeny tiny bit? The less you move your character and the more frames you take, the smoother your animation will be. Okay, let's take a look at it so far. I can play it with the play button over here. Okay, and click play. Ooh, pretty cool so far. I want to add a lot more, but this is just an example. So I'll save it and I'll show you how we do the next part. So I'm going to save the video, you're going to click save and you can title it. Okay, and you're going to click OK. Click, and then it downloads to your computer. Now you just need to close. We close it. Now how do we submit? Okay, well we got to go back to our tab with our assignment open, and we can read the instructions. Okay, we made the movie, we saved the movie. Now click add or create, and then click upload file. Okay, so we're going to click add or create. And you can click File. Okay. Now I'm going to look in my Downloads folder. I'm going to select files from my device. I'm going to look in Downloads. Look at that. It's already in Downloads for me. If it's not in Downloads, you may have to get to Downloads. You can also upload from your drive if you put it into your Google Drive. But I'm going to show you that this way, just regular upload. So I'm going to find my movie that I just made, and I'm going to find the title that I saved it as, and I'm going to either double click or I'm going to click and then click open, and then it shall upload. Once I click upload here, and doop, 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 it's uploading. Yay! Now once it's done, I'm basically done. So now it's ready to turn in, and I can click turn in, and I can turn in. Ta-da! I hope I see some awesome movies from you guys, and I can't wait to see what you make. All right.